Hi, Matt Noyes, 1 degree outside today. Noyes' notes here on a Tuesday morning. Let's go ahead and dive into the big points of the forecast. We'll start out with a quiet stretch that continues really throughout the week, but this has come at the expense of some cooler temperatures. So we do still have frosty spots to continue. We'll talk about that in just a couple of moments. North Country, mountain, upslope snow. It's when you get the winds blowing up against the slopes of the mountains, creating areas of snow. That's going to be happening along our western and northwestern slopes of the mountains. It's already begun in some of the higher terrain, but it will continue later today and again into tonight. We talked a lot about that in Insights, so I would refer you to our Insights video you can find at 1degreeoutside.com for a deeper dive into that. Early weekend preview does look dry and milder. In fact, we talked about how you might see the temperature continue to rise in the forecast in our pattern predictions video, which you'll also find posted at 1degreeoutside.com. Okay, getting out the door this morning, it's the puffy coat, as our daughters like to say. It's 34 degrees on that feels like temperature to start things out. The fleece of the midday, perhaps, or sweatshirt, something along those lines. It's going to be a layers type of day, but it's not like you lose all the layers later because it still only feels like the 50s by the end of the day. Notice high temperatures today are in the 50s, and then you've got a breeze on top of that. So we had all the wind that came last evening and in the overnight. Now you've still got a breeze, but you'll notice that wind starting to sit down a little bit as the day goes on. It gets quieter, particularly as we get after lunchtime. Central New England high temperatures are only in the 40s in some places like Antrim, New Hampshire. Windsor is coming back at 49 for a high today, 48 degrees at Manchester, Vermont. And across the north, some of us, like Barton, Vermont, struggle to get much past 40 degrees. And this is where you find some of that upslope snow showers. Same deal in the northwest facing slopes of the Whites. Actually, it's warmer than the Canadian provinces. We haven't had all that cold air wrap in just yet. So Kentville gets to 62 degrees. We do the same thing when you get up by Charlottetown. But for a lot of Maine, we're very much into that cooler air. Overnight tonight, down to the 30s we go. It does look like a freeze will take place for some of northern New England. Mostly it's frosty conditions. When you can get temperatures about 34 to 36, if the wind quiets, and remember I said it's going to quiet this afternoon, that will allow you to get some frost to develop, so we think that may happen. You can get all the rest of the details that you need going out through the next 14 days with our app. It's the Noyes' 1 Degree Outside weather app on the App Store and Google Play. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for starting it out right here at 1degreeoutside.com.